Protesters have taken to the streets of Greece once again, with transport workers staging a walkout over the country's deadliest railway disaster.
They've been joined by thousands of demonstrators, including students and teachers. At least 57 people were killed in last month's crash, which has caused public outrage over the state of the Greek rail network.
Our correspondent Evangelo Sipsas is in Athens for us. Evangelo, I was going to ask you about the protest, but if you're clutching a gas mask, I guess that tells us all we need to know about these demonstrations.
Oh, yes. There's a sense in the air of tear gas, and it's been for quite a few hours, actually, right now. Things have calmed down a little bit now, but people continue to build up. You can see clearly behind me, people are yelling to the police. Things are starting to build up again, like what happened earlier today. There was thousands, tens of thousands of protests that took to the streets today, demanding answers of what happened to that deadly crash about a week ago, where 57 young people died. There was numbers that we haven't seen before, at least since 2012, where people came out during the austerity measures and in the IMF posting different measures here in Greece during the economic crisis. Things did get out of hand. There was clashes with police, there were riots, tear gas, petrol bombs. Things got a little bit tense earlier, and right now things are starting to build up again. And as you can see, I'm holding my gas mask because earlier we couldn't breathe without wearing one of these, and we're expecting things to get quite tense in the minutes and hours to come.
Evangelo, the Greek transport minister resigned in the aftermath of the railway crash last week. There's now a new transport minister who's been speaking to the press.
Yeah, well, the interim minister of transport, Mr. Yerapetritis, gave a presser to the media today, the first presser, after he visited the crash site outside of the city of Larissa. He answered close to 35 questions of the media, and he was specifically saying that he will look thoroughly with the government to investigate what took place, why this incident happened. He did mention and took responsibility, saying that it wasn't only human error, that it was years of mistakes that took place, that accumulated for this incident to happen. He said that no train will be operational if these systems, the safety systems, will be in place. And he said that would happen sometime by the end of the month. There is a delegation from the European Union with the Ministry of Transportation investigating to see what went wrong and what they could perhaps change in the days and weeks and years to come, of putting safety measures into place to avoid any incident like we had about a week ago. He did say also that delegations from Germany and other countries will come in to assist the Greek government to perhaps make this railway system safer than what it was.
Evangelo, the tourism industry is huge for Greece. Is there a worry that this industrial action is going to spread to the airlines and to ferries? And what will that mean for Greece this summer?
Well, as we see now, since the day of the crash, there's been protests and strikes. Rail workers, health workers, people in all sorts of different industries have been striking, and it's going to be going on. And we're going to be seeing protests like this one taking place every single day. Protests during the day, but protests during the evening as well. And there's a lot of disruptions in ferry transport, disruptions in the air, disruptions in train. So there is a possibility, and that has been already discussed, that it could affect the tourism industry, as we're only a month away from the opening of the tourism industry. And if this continues to go with the disruptions, it's highly possible that we could see a decrease of people coming from other countries to Greece. And that's the worry of the tourism industry. The tourism industry has rung the bell and saying that we need to make sure that everything is in place, and these protests will be kind of controlled, but also that the railway system, a system that has a lot of tourists have been using to get to their tourist destinations, will be a destination that is safe. Because right now we also seen a lot of international students and people from other countries worried about the trains they've been traveling on. So that is another worry that the Greek government should address, at least until the opening of the tourism season.
Evangelo, thank you for that. Our correspondent Evangelo Sipsas in Athens.